Hey, let me tell you about one of the most disturbing cases I've ever heard of. A story that sounds like it's straight out of a horror movie, but it actually happened. In a quiet suburban medical center, there was this psychiatrist who seemed perfectly normal on the surface. Dr. James Harrison, that's what we'll call him, had a stellar reputation, a warm smile, and a way of making patients feel completely at ease. For 15 years, he treated people with various mental health issues, and everyone thought he was a godsend to the community. But beneath that caring exterior lurked something terrifying. You see, Dr. Harrison had a special collection, not stamps or coins like normal people. No, he was collecting human brains. And he wasn't waiting for willing donors either. It started when one of his patients mysteriously disappeared. Then another, and another. People thought they'd just moved away or maybe, sadly, taken their own lives. After all, many of his patients were dealing with severe depression. But the truth was far more sinister. Dr. Harrison had developed a sophisticated method. He would carefully select vulnerable patients, those without many close family ties. Then he'd gradually increase their medication, making them more dependent on him. Finally, he'd convince them to come to private sessions at his home office where, well, you can guess the rest. The breakthrough came when a patient's sister refused to believe her brother had simply moved away. She hired a private investigator who started noticing patterns. Strange chemical deliveries to the doctor's home, unusual power usage, and most damning of all, a hidden room in his basement. When the police finally raided his house, they found something that would haunt them forever. A laboratory filled with preserved brains, 17 of them, each meticulously labeled with dates and names. He had been conducting his own twisted research, trying to understand the physical nature of mental illness by collecting and studying his patients' brains. The arrest shocked the community. How could someone dedicated to healing minds be capable of stealing them? Dr. Harrison is now serving multiple life sentences, but the case raised serious questions about trust, professional power, and the vulnerabilities of mental health patients. Sometimes the scariest monsters aren't the ones hiding under our beds. They're the ones hiding behind professional credentials and warm smiles, pretending to help while causing unimaginable harm.